What I'm going to walk you through here really isn't something you necessarily need to do, but I've found that it makes me much more efficient, and I'm sure the same will apply to you, and how it speeds up the process. Now, because of platforms and because of versions of Photoshop, you may see something slightly different than this, but for the most part, I've found Photoshop out of the box is set up like this with an application frame. Your tool palettes over here. Your tools over here, and your palettes over here. Now it's kind of cumbersome because anytime you want to do anything, you've got to click here, and you've got to remember what's in each one, and it's a bit of a pain. It's not the way I like to work. So what I've done is I have created another way of working where I've got all my palettes displayed. Now normally this sits off to the side on another display. That's why it goes off the bottom here. But this will allow me to see everything at once. You can see info, character palette, paragraph palette, color palette, swatches, paths, and so on. Everything is here for me to see without having to open anything up. I much prefer that. You may. It's your call. Once you've set it up the way you want, you can just go in here and choose a new workspace and give it a name, and it will remember it. You see, I've called it NEC palettes, MBP single, and iPad mini palettes, depending on what I'm working with or working on. So have fun with that. The way you can customize it is by opening one of these palettes. You can drag it off, and when you drag it off, it detaches from the side. And you can now move it wherever you want, bring it until it kind of snaps to the other one. And so let's say that's what I want, then I would go here and just select a new workspace, and that would be my workspace. But for now, I'm going to go back to NEC palettes, which is the way I like it. The other thing I would strongly suggest, this is called an application frame, where all your windows, so if you have multiple Photoshop windows open, they'll all open up in this frame, and it makes it difficult to drag from one file into another. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Window, and I'm not sure if, oh, here it is. I've got it in here in CS6, but I think in CC it might be located within another drop-down item. But by checking application frame, or deselecting it I should say, you can see what it's done. I now see the background of my computer. So if I open a file, there it is, kind of floating on its own, which is the way I prefer it, because then if I open another file or create another one, which I'll do here, you can see that they aren't attached the way they normally are in an application frame. The advantage to this is that I can grab an element out of this file and drag it into this file. Now you can't see it because that's the wrong color, but there we go. I just had to make the background color not white so that you can see the white text on it. So I can drag back and forth, and when I'm working in multiple files, it's so much faster than having to place embedded, or at least I find it that way. What you do is up to you. I just wanted to present some of these options to set up your workspace, but feel free to customize it how you want and whatever works best for you. But this is an option.